Hi, how's everybody doing? Uh, I wanted to do this update yesterday. I was in a lot of pain. Um, Neupogen shots are a hell of a drug. Yeah, it's nasty. Today, today is the 30th, June 30th. It's about noon. Um, it's the day before harvest. Um, it was, oh Christ. Um, the day before yesterday and the night, I started to feel like shin splints. Um, and it wasn't too bad, you know. I'm a trooper. I have a really high pain tolerance. I do. Um, but come 5 o'clock yesterday morning, it it was the most painful thing I have ever had to experience in my life. Neupogen, the shot itself, if you don't know what Neupogen is, um, it's given to Hodgkin lymphoma patients, I do believe, or non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, it doesn't matter. Uh, what it does is it makes your bones release stem cells into your bloodstream for harvest. And most people would be like, oh, that's not too bad. You know, just release it in there. Nah. It it feels like your bones are being crushed. And when I say crushed, I don't mean like, oh, we're crushing it this way. Like taking your bone from here to here and crushing it that way and squeezing them out. And that went from the small of my back down to the tips of my toes. And I had it in the chest. Um, it was some of the toughest stuff I have ever been through in my life. That's why they call us warriors. MS Warriors. It's not for the people who can't take a paper cut. I'll tell you that much. I mean, I know they tell you not to overdo your drugs, but what do I got? I got Norcos 10. So that's like a super Norco or a super Vicodin. If anybody takes pills, I don't take pills. So, you know that's a really heavy pain med. So one every 4 to 6 hours. Yeah, I popped 2 or 3 yesterday morning just to get my legs to where they would be alright. That's not the small of my back. Every time I breathed or rolled over in bed, anything, it was nasty. And I was worried for the longest time because I mean chemo didn't affect me. Not sick, so like a horse. And I've been taking these Neupogen shots since Sunday, and they tell you, you probably get some bone pain. Nothing. I was worried it wasn't working. I was terrified. It was working though. I'll tell you that much. I never left bed yesterday, and it seemed like every 3 minutes I had to move and roll over and do something to keep my mind off the pain, the excruciating pain that was self-inflicted, all for the better good. It's a necessary evil that has to happen in order for this process to work. So the Neupogen shots are for the stem cells. That's all leading up. I take 2 shots in the morning, starting Sunday. That's leading up to tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, I get a Vascath, which it's something that goes in my jugular to harvest these stem cells out of my bloodstream. Now, the ultimate goal is to get 2 million. Lots of people get, I seen one of my STEMI sisters say today, she got 17 million. That's good. That means they can remove the vas cath and she can go about her day. No more Neupogen. But then from there, they take the stem cells and they kind of purify them, clean them up a little, make sure they're good, and they freeze them. They stay cryogenically frozen till we get a stem cell birthday. And if I remember right, I think it was about the 18th was my stem cell birthday. I'll have to double check my calendar. They emailed me a calendar. I think it was like the 18th was my stem cell birthday, and release from the hospital was July 28th, 29th, depending on blood work. So it's all on the brink of being here. Now again, the technical term for this, for autoimmune disease, is remission. If the meds, any of the MS medication I get, worked, it would send my MS into remission. But I still have the rogue cells in my bloodstream who think myelin is a foreign tissue. So they may not be doing anything, but they're still around. They're still multiplying. They're still dividing. And when they multiply and they divide, their memory moves with them. So this cell right here says, oh, we don't like myelin tissue. Let's make another cell. That one dies off. This one retains the memory. That's what's scary about the medicine that they prescribe for MS. It doesn't do anything to rid you of these stupid cells that are causing damage. Had a talk with a lady last night via group. She was talking about chemo and stem cells done at separate times, and that being okay. Well, the whole process of this is to destroy the immune system, the white blood cells. That's what make up an immune system, white blood cells. Destroy the immune system with chemotherapy and rebuild it, reboot it, renew it with brand new cells from these stem cells. So all the memory gets killed off with the chemotherapy. These cells, they die. Nothing can split. No memory can go along with it. It doesn't retain any knowledge that myelin is a foreign tissue in the body. Stupid cells. Stupid cells, exactly. But the chemo destroys these immune system white blood cells and these stem cells that are blank pallets, so to speak. They are nothing. I mean, there are different kinds of stem cells in the body. Of course there are. Little tweaks here and there. But they are nothing. They are unprogrammed cells. So if you're following me, what I'm getting at is we have a blank palette to tell these cells what's good and what's bad again. And they won't think that myelin tissue, the fatty tissue on the brain and spine, the rubber coating around the wires, so to speak, it won't see that as foreign and it won't destroy it. And that is the amazing thing behind the science of it. You can't just get stem cells. The stem cells, That won't do nothing for you. No, I mean, you got stem cells and, oh great, they turn into immune system cells, but you still have those rogue cells splitting and dividing with their memory. You gotta kill the initial problem. And the problem is the memory that these cells retain that this is foreign tissue. That's where it all boils down to. Just kind of like with cancer patients. I don't know how cancer works exactly. I'm not an oncologist. But in my best knowledge, and anybody can correct me anytime, like I said, I don't have a problem being corrected. No. I love knowledge. Knowledge is power. I'm not an oncologist. And with cancer, I think it's the immune system, I think, is attacking organs. Sees it as foreign. Human tissues that you're born with that should never be recognized as foreign. Sees them as foreign. So it attacks the tissues, causing cancer. I don't know what the technical term is for it. I know we call it lesions on the spine and stuff. I don't know what cancer patients call it. But yeah, what I'm getting at is the science behind HSCT is so foolproof. It's amazing it wasn't thought of years ago. We've been treating cancer for decades and decades. We've been treating blood cancer. This is technically a bone marrow transplant that I'm having to go through. It's got little things tweaked that make it for autoimmune disease. Everything has a different protocol. Every disease, every autoimmune disease has a different protocol. Just like if you go in, how do I say this? You go in for testicular cancer, they don't want to treat you for lung cancer. You know, radiation. They cut off one of your testicles or something during testicle cancer. I got a buddy who went through it. I think that's what he told me. I'm not trying to be graphic, but I think that's what he told me. You know, every disease has a different regimen. So you got to keep that in mind. I mean, medicine isn't just, oh, medicine. It's a practice. It is a science. And if it's done correctly, you get the best possible outcome. That's the amazing thing. That's what makes people doctors and not street doctors. You know, oh, let's put a Band-Aid on it. Let's spit on it. It'll be good. Need stitches. Yeah, things like that. You gotta have somebody you can trust. I'll keep this short. Again, we're at 13 minutes now. I just wanted to give everybody an update and let everybody know the hell I went through yesterday. Oh my God. It was insane. I pray some people don't get what I got. And some people do get it longer than I got it. So keep that in mind. Like, it's not just me. I got gracious enough to have one day of pain. Some people have had weeks. Yeah, nasty. I love my STEMI family. I got people here in my hotel that went through mobilization. I'm praying for them. I know one of them came down to get the nausea medication because the hospital, I guess, forgot to give it to him. They had to go get it. Give it to his wife. That's fine. I'll share those meds. I'll give them to you. I'm not getting sick. But I love my stem cell family. I love everybody who follows and passes this along. You're in my prayers as much as I may be, or may not be, in yours. So I'll do more updates as time goes along, probably after stem cell harvest tomorrow. You'll see another one tomorrow, just to talk about how many stem cells we got. Because remember, 2 million, that's the goal. If I get more, yeah, I'll tell you. But love everybody. Thank you for watching, and more info to come along, I guess. Bye.